recover the football. The Tigers jump on the loose football. Oh, Blake Griffin coughed it up as he...
Tiger fans are on their feet.
As this should be.
He pulls it in for the 25-yard touchdown. In Erie, Colorado, you are title town today. Tigers are on top by 2 scores. Check. You guys can't hear sound? Check, check. Barely. Check. 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 What? There was. Okay. You gotta do this. You have to do this. Okay. Fire the scoreboard. Check. 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 From the TV. This headset. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. But is it because the TV's quiet? I need this. I got this. You focus on the camera. Whew. Okay, we can do this. Check, check. You probably lost us for a sec. Can you hear us? Hey, can you hear it out of the TV? You can?
Just tell me as soon as I'm live if you can hear me clear, okay? Hello and welcome into the Erie Tiger Network. I'm Brandon Bird. I have a terrible, let's see here. Can you still hear me, fellas? Back in the booth? Okay. All right. Hey, you know what? It took us only a couple minutes, but we finally got our audio situation fixed. So that's the good news. I am going to hand this headset off to Megan here for us. She might join us here in color in a little bit, but we're maybe one person short here for that. Okay, so Erie versus Skyline here in this league matchup. So glad you could join us for this one. Brandon Bird, Megan Yates will be joining us at some point, whether it's halftime or we'll probably put a headset on her and she can pull double duty like I've done a lot of my life. So, you know what? I think you can do it, Megan. All right, we are just making sure that everything is good to go on our back end. So we will start our audio portion. You've been able to see the game, which is obviously the main concern. We'll make sure our audio and our announcing is good to go as well. All right, I heard some confirmation from the boys in the studio, but I also could pull up the stream. We are streaming, which is mostly what I was concerned about. Okay, you're hearing a little bit of the background and what we like to do here on the Erie Tiger Network. By the way, don't forget to follow us on our social medias and like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Tigers have already raced out to a 12-0 lead here versus Skyline. Okay. Thanks for being patient, everyone. We just make sure everything is good to go. All right. We thought we were ready to and set to go from the beginning, but we had a little bit of an audio issue there, but we got that solved, and we're ready to rock and roll here, live up at the Crow's Nest on the Erie Tiger Network. Megan, I will actually steal that headset from you, and you can take this one. All right, this Skyline girls team, a team with a new head coach, has struggled a little bit this season, only one win on the year. And as you can see right now, the Erie girls out to a 12-0 lead. That's Cerveny. The shot will come from the near side. That one's just off the mark. Tigers a chance to kind of work on some things beyond just the numbers on the scoreboard. Nice feed into the entry. Slater went up, just couldn't quite finish there. And the Tigers will keep the ball with 3:49 remaining. Cade Merrick McAnula back in our studio. Will Chavez, our camera operator, down there on the floor as well. Didn't know what Megan was trying to tell me. She said, work in Will's name, I think. Megan will be pulling double duty. She can feel free to chime in whenever she likes, but she'll also be doing camera work from up here as well. Skyline to inbound. They're wearing their black jerseys as there's a foul on the floor. That is the, I believe, second team foul on Erie. That was Amaya Esparza will inbound the ball here for the Falcons. Ball inbounded. That's Hallberg with it. Back to Esparza. Stolen away. Tigers will push the pace across the midline. That's Slater with it. She looks up, feeds it into the post. Now just kind of waiting and backing out. Now Cervini. Tigers working around the arc. 3-ball on the way. That's a little bit short and tipped out. Last touch by Cervini. Is that Fetters that shot that?
No, that's Justine Reed.
Justine Reed. Okay. We do not actually have her on our roster.
I think she just swung up to varsity.
Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. But I don't even have her on our JV roster. So that's why we bring you on, Megan. That's why we pay you the big bucks. Skyline attacking, front court right. Tigers and man-to-man. There's a steal by Cervini. Off to Klickna. Here comes Slater. She'll bring it up over the midline. Looking to the weak side. That's where she has Reed. Reed will think about a 3. Now she'll fire a deep 2. That's just off the front of the iron. Rebound by Cervini. Knocked it out. And that will go. That'll stay, actually, here with the Tigers. Even Megan, at least up here, none of the players reacted or coaches. So I think we had a worse look up here than they did down there.
I think so.
Layup, no good. Rebound by Klickna. Jocelyn will work it back out. Now Tigers will swing it. 3-ball on the way. That's unkind on the front iron. Offensive board. Third chance points coming. Reed will fire deep 2. That gets blocked. Good tough defense there from Skyline. Skyline, a team that you talk with people around Skyline. Yeah, they've struggled this year. They haven't brought out a ton of numbers, but they play really hard. And they will kind of hang around in games and annoy teams that think, oh, well, they've got this record. We should just walk all over them. And you'd be surprised that sometimes they keep it close and they scrap around, and that's always good to see, especially anytime you have a first-year head coach and you come in with a little bit of a headwind and you're disadvantaged in terms of numbers. It's good to see, hey, you're getting these girls to play hard, buy in, and then you never know what can happen the year after that and down the road. So Slater will bring it up here for the Tigers. A 12-0 lead here in this first quarter of play. Juliet, an outstanding straight-A student, as well as an outstanding basketball player. Now Klickna will work it into the post. Backing her way in is Cervini, a little head fake. Got the defender up but couldn't finish. Now flipped out. Slater will fire the 3, and she rattles that one home. Juliet right on cue. The standard in the classroom and the standard on the basketball court, and the Tigers lead it by 15. Skyline will work it from up top, dribble off to the right-hand timeline. Little shovel in the corner. They're looking for their first points of the quarter, but the Tiger defense has been pretty tough up to this point. And a timeout here for Erie with 1:01 remaining. We will also take a timeout, as it's full timeout on the floor here on the Erie Tiger Network.
You and your health to where it needs to be from a holistic approach. So I encourage you to partner with him in search for any of your holistic health needs. Just check him out online.
And welcome back and in Erie Tiger Network. Right now we are trying to get audio from the studio, but it creates quite the delay. So I think we're going to mute that and say we'll try that again on another day. Shots off the mark. Rebound away for Erie. Fellas, let's fire that score bug back up. 42 seconds left. Here in quarter number 1. Serve. We'll have it out to Slater. 38 seconds left. Tigers, an immaculate quarter here. Shutting Skyline out. Now near side. Little head fake. Kick to the corner. The drive by Slater. That rims out. Now Reed will work it, and that will be a travel and a turnover. Matt Carver just got the feet shuffling before the ball hit the floor. 20 seconds left here in the quarter. Tigers pressing into the backcourt a little bit. Ball near the inline and knocked out, but that will stay with Skyline. Inbound it here for Skyline is Esparza. Trying to get some help here. Has to chuck it in before the 5-second call. Off into the corner. Buford gets it stolen. Slater down the lane. Layup is good before the buzzer. And what an outstanding quarter for Juliet Slater. She leads the Tigers to a 17-0 first quarter lead. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
You are watching the ETN.
I wasn't born a leader.
It wasn't given to me.
I couldn't buy it.
How'd I get here?
I decided.
I decided.
I decided.
I decided.
Decide to lead as an Army officer.
Are you tired of living your life with constant aches and pains? Worth Chiropractic understands your pain and is here to help you reclaim your life. Dry needling, cupping, adjustments, and rehab are all things we specialize in. If you have a problem, we can find a solution. Worth Chiropractic, helping Erie one patient at a time.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Can you fellas still hear me? All right, let's get that score bug in again. And first points of the half for Skyline as they make that opening bucket here in the quarter. Fellas, do me a favor and talk into the other mic real quick. Just count to 2. Good. That's not coming through on the broadcast, is it? Okay, I can hear you clear as a bell. That's real nice. So anytime you need to talk to me, just use that. All right. So 7:21 remaining here in this quarter. We now have two-way communication. How about that, folks? Building the plane as we fly, always on the Erie Tiger Network. But, you know, we're trying to push the boundaries here of what's possible for a student broadcast. So that's always cool. Oh, every timeout's a learning opportunity for all of us here on the ETN. Skyline will bring it in over the midline. Shots up. Erie trying to break through a little bit of pressure, and they'll turn it over there. A little bit of a misfire on that pass from Addie Greenlee. Trying to get it to Sophie Husk, who's battling a little bit of a cold tonight. Ball's batted around, stolen by Cerveny, and she'll lay it up and in. Now Clickno with it. Low to Cerveny. Juliet thought about the three. She'll drive a pull-up and buries it. The Tigers. A 19-point lead right now for Skyline. Sophie Husk will inbound here for Erie. 2 minutes into this quarter. Little feed into the post. The layup is no good, but a foul called, and Husk will go to the line. 5:46 remaining here in this quarter. Megan, I think if you're the Tigers, you got to be pleased with the effort. Sometimes teams have a tendency to match the energy of the other team, but the Tigers have come out with the foot mashed all the way down on the gas pedal.
Yeah, I know they prepare a lot for these types of games, and we're a good team. We have good players. Yeah.
.1 lead. Nice steal there. Pushing the pace is Fetters, and she'll lay that one up and in. Tigers trying to play defense. A little shuffle of the feet by Greenlee, and you can tell she's a little bit frustrated because she's picked up a couple fouls here. Well, actually, that is her first. Thought she picked one up earlier. I think even Megan is agreeing with me. So if she's agreeing with me, that's usually a telltale sign that, I don't know, are we both? Have we both lost our minds? I don't know about that. Nice shot is up and in for the Falcons. Burying that one was Brenna Huford. Slater fakes, drives, scoop with the left hand, gets it to drop. Slater continues to dazzle here tonight. We'll have to check with the scorers table, see how many points she's got here in this one, as there is a little bit of a hold call there on Slater. She tried to reach in. You can hear the referee say the hold. That is the second team foul on Erie of the quarter. First on Slater. 4:40 left to go here in this game. Tigers cruising here in this opening half of basketball. The Lady Tigers, 7-6 overall on the season. It's been kind of a roller coaster. Couple wins, couple losses, couple wins, couple losses, and some tough ones. They battled pretty hard against a really good Broomfield team. I mean, that Broomfield team is loaded. They're 14-1 on the season. They held Broomfield to only 39 points on the year. And that shot goes up and in. That's good by Fetters. 39 points for Broomfield is their lowest season total of the year. So like I said, it was a great performance from the Erie defense. But playing Skyline here tonight. They will play Legacy on Friday, I believe. Legacy 9-6 overall, 4-2 in league play, but a team that I think the Tigers feel like is gettable. They'll take on Frederick, 10-5. That one is next week. So Skyline will work it here from the corner. Nice little swipe there. There goes Greenlee with it. Left-hand layup is good. A nice steal by Juliet. A steal and an assist. And right now she's looking a little bit like Nikola Jokic out there, doing a little bit of everything. Shot is up. That's off the mark. Husk will fake. Dish to the corner. Three ball just off the mark there from Cerveny, and I think a little bit of a shove there from Greenlee. And a turnover there for the Tigers. Klickna will check back in here with 2:49 left to go here in the first quarter play. Tiger fans, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Erie Tiger Network. Help us out on the old algorithm. Skyline to bring it up from the back court. That is Svea Hallberg, and I'll tell you what, this is not the first game I've seen Skyline play this year. They have some toughness. Erie will work it around the arc. Little pass off to Klickna. That layup is up and good. So Jocelyn on the board. Fellas trying to work in the replay there. Not sure why it didn't sting out. That was weird. Maybe it's just on my end. I don't know. And Juliet Slater once again continuing to light it up here tonight. And a travel is called. So turnover there for the Falcons. Tell you what, fellas, I'll do a little bit of coaching here as I'm broadcasting. This is the time where you work in camera 2, right? It's ball's dead. It's coming in from the sideline, so that's when you go 2. You would tell Will to push in a little bit, or even a lot there. And as soon as the ball's inbounded, now go to camera 1. So camera 1. There you go. We're back out. There's the shot. That's just off the mark. No, don't go to 2. Don't go to 2. Now it's dead. So now what you want to do is you want to direct Will to zoom in on a player, like a player's face. We don't want a wide shot from the floor camera. There you go, folks. This is Now, ball's in play, so we want camera 1 while it's in play. While it's in the half-court set, we always want on 1. Now the shot is up. That's off the mark. We want to keep it on 1 all the way through. Okay, all the way through. You're hearing a little bit of how we direct in the background. And now that now you would switch to 2, but we want Will to zoom in even closer. We want a face to fill up the frame. Yep. Even more. Yep. There you go. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good, fellas. By the way, fellas, I can hear everything you say, so be careful. Folks, you are getting a preview of kind of coaching through some directing. These fellas will continue to get better throughout the night. Yep, perfect. We're back up top for our main shot. Now that it's out of bounds, we want a tight shot on coach serve or really anyone. We don't want to switch before that shot's ready. So you can see that shot in your preview. So that's good. Now as soon as she inbounds it, we're going to go cam 1. And there we go, cam 1. All right. You'll get that feel and rhythm. Don't forget to work in the replay during those dead ball stoppages too. Yeah, you have. I've seen you work it in during live. You're doing good. Hey, you're doing great. ETN Nation loves you right now. Now Husk with it between the circles. Left side. Yep. Little drive. Underhand finger roll. That's putback is up and good. So Klickna, a couple buckets here in the latter half of the quarter. 7 seconds left. And it will be a steal to end the quarter and a 33-point lead. We're going to take a nice timeout after this replay. You see that little steal there to end the quarter. Come back into camera 2 as you get the players going into the locker room. And Will, he thinks it's peace out time. We'll go to commercial. We'll peace out as well. We'll go.
Hi, Brandon Bird here, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about Moon Holistics, and specifically the owner, Mike Moon. We have been friends for over 20 years now, and I can personally attest to what a great man of character he is, and he is someone that will care deeply about getting you and your health to where it needs to be from a holistic approach. So I encourage you to partner with him in search for any of your holistic health needs. Just check him out online.
You are watching the ETN.
I wasn't born a leader.
It wasn't given to me.
I couldn't buy it.
How'd I get here?
I decided.
I decided.
I decided.
I decided.
Decide to lead as an Army officer.
Are you tired of living your life with constant aches and pains? Worth Chiropractic understands your pain and is here to help you reclaim your life. Dry needling, cupping, adjustments, and rehab are all things we specialize in. If you have a problem, we can find a solution. Worth Chiropractic, helping Erie one patient at a time.
Hi, Brandon Bird here, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about Moon Holistics, and specifically the owner, Mike Moon. We have been friends for over 20 years now, and I can personally attest to what a great man of character he is, and he is someone that will care deeply about getting you and your health to where it needs to be from a holistic approach. So I encourage you to partner with him in search for any of your holistic health needs. Just check him out online.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here with you as we are live from the Tiger Gym. Tigers lead it over the Skyline Falcons 37-4. Okay. Slater will bounce it across. Husk trying to dump it down low, right back to her. Fetters fires the three, and she buries it. So Natalie Fetters will make it a 36-point lead, and a steal and a toss-up. Great hustle, Coach Serve, loving to see that. He basically high-fived Fetters right after she saved that and passed it in and got Slater the easy bucket. So Fetters hits the three, gets the steal and assist. Everyone, welcome to the Natalie Fetters Show. We will have the boys game following this as well here on the Erie Tiger Network. Tigers get the ball. Tiger defense really coming into form. We talked about the win or loss against Broomfield, but they made them give up their, or excuse me, they scored their season low against Erie, and then only 4 points tonight. Nice basket off a feed there. Tegan Cerveny. Tigers have played in a lot of low-scoring battles this year. The key for them, finding a little more consistency on the offensive end. I mean, that has been the challenge this year, especially with Reagan Allen out. That was a huge blow to the Tigers before the season when your leading scorer, your leading returning scorer is sidelined with an injury. Tigers lead by 40. And I believe I guess I don't remember running clock rules in basketball.
I think it's just like if the ball goes out, this clock stops. And if you roll the ball, it's not going.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the mercy rule. Once you get up by certain, it's just running clock every time it goes out of bounds even. I'm trying to look it up here. Shot is up. That's off the mark. Rebounded there by Klickna. Husk will push it up to Greenlee. Drives baseline. Floater no good, but tapped right back out to Husk. 3-ball. Fetters! Again. And Fetters is taking over this third quarter.
Yeah, we saw Juliet a lot last quarter. So far it's been Fetters.
What is better than Fetters? Nice block there by Husk on the recovery after the turnover. And by the way, I texted down to the scores table, and they texted right back and said, mercy rule is fourth quarter. 35 points. So we will continue to play this quarter under normal clock rules. those little nuances in the rule book, I feel like always being tweaked. Just like fouls and how they dictate free throws this year is different than years past. You started to see that the last couple years where they went to fouls per quarter instead of fouls per half. And that changed from when you had the 1-and-1 with 7 team fouls and then the double bonus with 10. Ball's tipped. Klickna tried to swat it back. There's a steal, and here comes Erie the other way. Shot is up and good. Husk will go to the line here to shoot the and one. Halfway through quarter number 3. Shot is up and good. Another tip ball. The Tigers defense has been smothering tonight. Just 2 made baskets for this Falcon team. A foul there on Skyline, and Erie will continue to try and widen out this lead. Husk will work it into the corner. Little drive, dump, baseline. Klickna, and another travel there by Matt Carver. She tries to set into a jump shot, and then she takes just a step, but because she jumped into a little set there, that next step is a 3rd step travel. By the way, that is called differently. The rules are actually different in the NBA. That's why sometimes it feels like they travel a lot more, besides the fact that they do. They do travel a lot more. There's also different rules where sometimes they legally do it. Couple subs checking in here.
Got Lila Cerveny and Aubrey Corin.
We're going to keep you around. So Tiger basketball. The little Cerveny with it. And turnover there from the Tigers. Ball's bouncing around. And a tie-up and a foul will actually be called there on Reed. So a timeout on the floor, only 30 seconds, so we will stay right here. Don't forget to stick with us. After this game, we'll step aside for a little bit, fire up a new stream, and have the boys as they take on the Skyline Boy Falcons as well. And also, you can always, well, we already sent out our link earlier today. I'm gonna hire some new social media people, I think. Not actually hire, but just some of the boys in basketball season have forgotten to post a little bit on our socials, so we'll have to, maybe we'll have to get you in there on that. She's giving a look like, not me. I don't want to be responsible for that.
I could probably do it. We'll see.
Maybe Macanula will do it. Shot is up off the window. That's no good. Rebound away by Klickna. Long pass up. They tried to feed Cerveny in the post. Couldn't connect there. Drive in. Shot no good. Rebounded by Jocelyn. Klickna is the lone senior in this Erie program as that shot is off the mark. And I say that because what that represents for me is a little bit of nostalgia, if you will. I was lucky enough to be afforded the opportunity to coach the girls 3 years ago. 4 years ago when Jocelyn was a freshman. And she's the last that remains of that JV group that we helped with Coach Havard and Coach Fox and Coach Wooch. And of course, Coach Megan, who is still part of this program. But everyone else has since settled into a new role. Kind of. I'm still doing the Erie Tiger Network. I'm just not doing basketball anymore. But Coach Wooch is out at Liberty University. He is part of the defensive staff in the football program at Liberty University. Went to Florida International University for a little while there under Coach Mike McIntyre. Then Coach Brandon Havard, who was the head coach of this girls team for a season, he is now the athletic director at Loveland High School. Some time as one of the deans here at Erie High School for a little bit. And then Mrs. Fox, she is currently serving as a dean here at Erie High School. So, you know, all that whole staff was asked to coach the girls basketball team on a Friday before the season started on a Monday. That was a wild whirlwind of a ride. So, you know, I feel for teams like this Skyline team, as there's a nice shot there by Mac Carver. She buries the three. But you know what? They hired Coach Cerveny the next year, and he's done an excellent job here as the leader of this program, kind of getting it back into the right direction. 46 seconds left here. Little bounce in. High dribble, and that's on the floor. Tigers will pick it up. There's Matt Carver, little head fake. Tried to go maybe scoop shot there and got it knocked out of her hands. Skyline bench wants a travel called on that. 3 ball on the way. Mac tried to dial another one in. Putback is up and good. And that's Lucy Snyder with the bucket. Freshman. Is that right? Yeah. That shot is blocked down low, and the Tigers will pick it up. Chucked ahead. 3 ball. Reed just off the mark. And that should do it here in the half, or in the quarter, and we will head to the 4th quarter. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
You are watching the ETN.
You boys got to give me a countdown when we come back. Uh-oh. There we go. So we lost the scoreboard there for a moment. Hopefully that is... Okay, we're good. We good. We will have a running clock here in this quarter. A 52-point lead for the Tigers. We'll try and get you the names of some of these faces that are out there for Erie. Aubrey Coran, a freshman, out there on the floor right now for the Tigers. Lila Cerveny, she's coming over to talk to Coach Cerveny on the bench. Down on the low block, there's Lucy Snyder. In the near block, near the free throw line, that is Aubrey Coran. On the other side, though, on the far, that's Matt Carver. We've seen her, and of course, Justine Reed as well. And it's possible we'll see one or two more players pop out there for the Tigers. We'll see. I'm sure Coach Serve also has some things that he wants to see from his squad that's on the floor out here as well. There we go. There's the running clock. And that is buried. Matt Carver buries it from three.
Looks like we are going to get two more players. Caroline Carver and Lily Ransom.
Yep. Lily Ransom, a junior, as that's bounced across the lane. The layup is up and good for Lila Cerveny. You know what? I just heard the PA announcer say Cervini.
Yeah,
I mean, I've asked Coach Serve, and if I'm wrong here, I'll lose sleep tonight.
I'm pretty sure it's Cerveny. Every announcer says Cerveny, though.
Oh, man. Feel like my whole world might come crashing down. Gotta get a double confirmation from Coach Serve, because that would be, what, 3 years of, I can't even go there. Timeout on the floor, which will stop the clock. It is a full timeout. We'll step aside for one commercial here on the Erie Tiger Network.
I wasn't born a leader.
It wasn't given to me.
I couldn't buy it.
How'd I get here?
I decided.
I decided.
I decided.
I decided.
Decide to lead as an Army officer.
Are you tired of living your life with constant aches and pains? Worth Chiropractic understands your pain and is here to help you reclaim your life. Dry needling, cupping, adjustment.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird, Megan Yates here with you. Caden Meredith, Merrick McAnula back in the booth back in T99. And Will Chavez down there on the floor. Let's get the scoreboard or score bug up, fellas. I'll eventually have it programmed so when you hit cam 1, it goes back and automatically fires that scoreboard. Remind me of that in class. That's your job. That's Caden, that's your job. So if you can remind me, that's your job on Thursday in class. So Falcons will walk it up the floor here. Still trying to fight with 4:47 left here. We still have Coach Jessup coaching hard down there, trying to get them better every possession down the floor. But the Tigers have been rock solid tonight. This has been an impressive performance. Impressive just because, like I said, I have seen this Skyline girls team play against Monarch. And, you know, they hung tough there in that first half with Monarch. Now here comes the three from the far side. That's short and will go out of bounds. I'm laughing because the fellas back in the studio are getting a real taste of what it's like to be a live director and trying to communicate to their camera operators. And you know what? It'd be fun. Maybe one day we will have a director feed live on the air, or a secondary stream rather. Doesn't have to be the mainstream. You could still watch that, but you know, like how ESPN for the national championship games does like 6 different broadcasts. They've got Pat McAfee on one. They've got the regular announcers. They've got the Sky All 22 cam. They've got it all. Maybe we'll have an alternate feed one of these days. That's just the studio.
It'd be funny.
So 2:45 and counting here. The boys' game scheduled for a 7 o'clock tip. Will be dependent on, and that'll be Skyline basketball. That win this year for Skyline, they won 24-23 over Wheat Ridge.
It's a close game there.
Wheat Ridge won their first game over Adams City. Now Snyder with it. That shot's just off the mark. She'll try and track it down and it'll roll out of bounds. Minute 20 left. Couple subs coming in here for the Falcons. And a double dribble called there. Pass low. Snyder will lay it up and in. Her second bucket, I think, of the quarter here. 30 seconds remaining. It was a nice little move that got the bench off their feet. I think that was Aubrey Coran that fed it down into the post. Ransom was trying to get a steal there. Now they'll work it here between the logo. 13 seconds left. That will probably be the last shot there. Tigers just have to get it across the midline. And Coach Surf saying to hold it. And that will do it. Tigers win by a final score of 63-6. That's going to do it for us here on the Erie Tiger Network. We'll be back for the boys game in just about 20 minutes here on the ETN. Till then, I'll chirp at you later.